Здравейте! Моето име е Тео. Okay, no, I don't speak much more Bulgarian than this, although I know many words, but I'm sure that I'm not allowed to use them today in here. Okay, I am a former developer, I am an IT consultant and a product specialist of SoftOne International. Now, ever since I remember myself, we have been constantly speaking on change. Everything is changing, constantly and constantly changing. And unfortunately, or fortunately, this happens for businesses as well. Well, the bad thing about it is that this is not the same when it comes to growth. We are not always going better when it comes to growth. Why is that? There are two constant dynamics when it comes to growth. Those are our customers and our competitions. They are driving growth and changes. In this slide, we see some of the business changes that our customers are driving. If we actually have a very brief look over it, we will see that in the bottom side, we see that more than 50% and more than 77% of the millennials, when they are at a physical store, they are using their smartphone devices in order to look for additional items, for other products, for competition. Are you into that? Do you ever do this? Has anyone? I'm the only one. Oh, I'm fine. Okay, I'm happy. This means that we need to create a very specialized approach towards our customers. We really need to change the perception that they have towards us. We have to make new customer experiences for our customers. Let's see some of those disruptors. They are all well known. We all know them. But most of them, when they started, they had a different business model. Airbnb did not start with this concept. Netflix, when it started, they were initially sending DVDs via post. But yet again, they started to see the changes. As soon as proper bandwidth started to be okay in the US, they were able to change their business model. And nowadays, they drive evolution, even on Hollywood. Those are the disruptors. So what happens now, where we are here? Change is inevitable. It's going to happen, whether we want it or not. But our organizational transformation has to be a conscious choice. We have to decide it. But in the same time, this transformational journey is perpetual. It's never ending. We're never gonna end. But how do we start? Where do we start from?
Innovation starts when something original brings together knowledge with breakthrough technologies, goes way beyond products and processes to revolutionize the way people work, collaborate, and connect. Innovation is when you are built to run in the cloud, so that real-time information becomes real-time knowledge, and more value can be unlocked on every process, every transaction, every single day. Innovation is when you can truly mobilize not just your sales force, but your entire business with the click of a button, so that you can effortlessly expand your reach no matter where you are or what device you are on. Innovation is when you can connect with the speed of now, with everything and anyone in a better, more reliable way, so that your partnerships and collaborations transform your day-to-day opportunities into bottom-line results. Innovation is when behind all the technology lies a new platform designed entirely to offer an intuitive, one-to-one experience to every single user, regardless of their business role, their location, or what device they use. Innovation is when you can reimagine what the business experience should be in the future, transforming something already great to something even greater again. Simply put, innovation is not about looking ahead, it's about being ahead, way ahead. SoftOne Series 5.
I always like this video. So, SoftOne was established in 2002. Headquarters are in Athens, subsidiary in Solun, where I come from, my wonderful town. We are in the development of ERP and CRM software, as well as in the development of enterprise mobility solutions, and we will see later on. Subsidiaries exist in Cyprus, in Romania, and Bulgaria as well, and in the process of creating in Poland, in Serbia, and in Albania. Now, in 2017, our subsidiary here in Bulgaria was established. The goal, the scope of the Bulgarian subsidiary is to create a native ERP, not a localized ERP, but a fully native ERP. And this happens because we are doing development in-house here in Sofia. And for this reason, there is a strategic partnership, of course, with Balkan Services. As we listened before, SoftOne acquired in 2018 Unisoft with its customer segmentation. Now we have more than 40,000 customers and counting. Now let's see our path towards digital transformation. How can we truly mobilize our enterprise, and how we can change our organization? Now, these changes are being composed by four main pillars. In the center, in the core of those pillars, we may position a highly sophisticated ERP, like SoftOne. SoftOne can run in the cloud using the Windows Azure platform. It has been globally acclaimed by Microsoft itself as the second best solution in the world, and the best solution when it comes in the world for the SMBs for business software. We can utilize all the entities, all the core modules of SoftOne, including manufacturing, human resources management, field service, payroll, sales, of course, wholesale. Everything can be included within the same entity. But it's more than that. We need to be able to make intelligent decisions. We need to exploit ClickView. We need to be able to gather data wherever they are coming from. Either if it's from a B2B platform, or from our eShop, or perhaps from our vendor or a client or a partner or a supplier, perhaps from their software as well, using EDI to connect to any platform wherever it is, and to seamlessly collaborate with everything which is outside in the Internet of Things. And then, what happens then? We have to be able to give access to all of our employees from wherever they are, whatever they do, whichever platform they may use, either if it's iOS or Android or Firefox OS, which is coming pretty close. Now, SoftOne is different in concept, not just in the user interface, as we will see later. And let's pause for a moment and let's think of how we listen to music today. Most of the cases we listen to music if we don't listen to music online, but we are using MP3. So we are having MP3 files, and perhaps we create playlists. We have some MP3 software which is integrated into our smartphone devices, or into our cars, into our smart TVs, or into our hi-fis, of course in our workstations. There are even our refrigerators, which are able to reproduce music. And depending on the headset that we're using, we may get a similar quality of sound. Perhaps if you're using a headset, it may be better than the speakers that we will have in our workstation. The same approach, more or less, stands for SoftOne. SoftOne is composed out of many different layers. Each and every layer is responsible of delivering a different functionality. The core of SoftOne is responsible for compressing and encrypting data so that they are 100% bulletproof, providing safety which is nearby compared to the banking systems. All of the customization, all of the adaptation, all of the integration that has been developed lies in the next two layers. And in the end, we get an abstract user interface. This means that even the accountant who is going to work SoftOne, or the PLC, which is going to connect into SoftOne from our manufacturing line and is going to post data into SoftOne, is going to have the same result when it comes to SoftOne, because the application is going to manage it. It's pretty much close to what happens to the MP3. We don't care with what happens with the MP3 file format, even if the technology over the next year changes and we will be able to store, let's say, 1 megabyte, in 1 megabyte, 10 minutes of music with 192 kilobps, we will still have any interest. We will still be listening to the music the same way. Now, simple is hard. I'm not the one to say it. Martin Scorsese is saying that. This is why in 2017 we released the new user interface of SoftOne with the concept of changing the user experiences by creating new experiences. And the concept was that it has to be so easy to mock up it, to draw over it. We're using 4 basic colors, but in the same time to be so effective, so performance efficient that it can utilize any kind of functionality, including representations that we will see immediately. Let's face it, ERPs are boring. Isn't it? Am I wrong? Oh. Okay, depends. Okay. ERPs are boring, depends. Okay. Why not change the experiences? Why not create new user interfaces that the users can exploit? They can take the most out of it. Why not engage all of the users, our employees, because they are the ones that they have to post data. They have to keep on posting data. And those data are going to be crucial when later on we're going to make decisions based on them. So why not create a 3D representation of your factory or of your offices and use it instead of the boring posting screens? Why not use gamification techniques in order to challenge your users and your employees? Actually, in this case, we see a great team which is playing basketball, and whenever they score against the competition, that's it, we get 1 point. Whenever we lose, unfortunately, the opponent just takes 1 point. Why not change our production line and get real-time online information of our manufacturing lines? Connect all of the PLCs, embedded systems that you may have into your manufacturing line, and get online real-time information and make prediction models based on that. And the modern day ERP is not just about manufacturing, it's about anything. Making decisions out of anything, working anywhere, anyhow, using any device, anywhere we are. We provide online, real-time information. Now, the cloud platform of SoftOne has been awarded by Microsoft because it's composed out of, it utilizes artificial intelligence. More than 3,000 customers currently exploit this artificial intelligence ecosystem, and this helps them to keep their running costs low, to be always up to date because they always get the latest version of the system. They have zero downtime, zero maintenance. The ecosystem has so much complexity, but in the same hand, nobody manages. It is self-manageable, it scales up, it scales down, it sends alerts to our developers. Anything is fully, the whole system is maintained by itself. What's in it for you? The only thing that you need to do is to focus on running your business instead of your IT infrastructure. Actually, the cloud platform SoftOne is installed in premises, just like we do with Play Store or App Store when we simply visit those platforms. We simply tap on the application we want, and that's it. It's self-managed, self-installed. That's it. It's the same thing with SoftOne. Connect flawlessly with anything. Your B2B platforms, your WMS with Office 365, with your emails. Anything can be connected into SoftOne and spare manual posting. You don't need to do it anymore. But what about interchanging with other vendors? And something especially for Bulgaria, an EDI with all the prominent retail stores has already been created and fully integrated, so that you no longer have either to send the invoices or even start posting invoices. I mean, the simplest thing of all. Who needs nowadays to post invoices, purchases, sales, wire transfers, fintech connected with all banks? Especially for Bulgaria, we're waiting for the Bulgarian banks to open the APIs, and it will be fully integrated. This is for today, okay? Some things are nice, but what about our concept for tomorrow? What will happen tomorrow? Because we have to be intelligent, first of all, in order to make intelligent decisions. For us, the future is composed out of two main pillars. On the right side, we have created the business automation machine with a very catchy name, BAM. And EVA is our friend and stands for Enterprise Visual Assistant. Let's consider ourselves of an automatic gearbox. The automatic gearbox knows where to change gear. We don't have to mind about it. It knows better. And of course, depending on the program that we're going to select in our car, it may adapt if we want to drive even faster now, or perhaps for an eco movement nowadays. This is exactly what the business automation machine is all about. It runs proactively. It feeds on data-triggered events. It feeds on our employees, on our users' postings, and it takes decisions. It knows how to do, what to do. It acts. It executes. It assigns. It approves or disapproves. It dismisses tasks. It time schedules tasks. It communicates. And in the next slide, we will see it. It interacts with other people. And, you know, those are all verbs. The subject in our phrases so far were human beings, because those verbs were being executed by people up to now. Why not let our ERP take the decisions for it? I will phrase it once again. ERPs are boring. So who needs ERPs? When we can use our chat applications. Why not communicate with our ERP using Facebook Messenger or Skype, and communicate with SoftOne ERP as if the ERP was one colleague of ours? This is EVA. You can make questions to EVA. You can receive questions from EVA. Would you like to go to Balkan Services event? Da. There you have it. You will be there. It is signed, it is approved. EVA uses Microsoft natural language processing, and the nicest thing, she can be trained using artificial intelligence. She will be able to adapt to your business. She will learn by your processes. She will be able to give you the best responses that you may expect out of her. The nicest thing, it's not the future. This is actually here, and EVA is free of charge. You don't need to pay anything for her. Now, what would be your business model if you were founded today? Would you make any changes? Is your present-day software able to keep up with the constant changes? Consider this. And we will be outside during lunch break waiting. Thank you very much.